can you believe that we're already about to have episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei Season 2? And I mean, if we're wanting to be literal, technically we're about to have episode 7, because I mean, episode, 0 is what kind of started off this season of Mushoku Tensei, and then, it went back to regular numbers, episode 1, 2, 3 onward. And so, it's just like crazy to think that we're kind of already halfway through the first cour of MT, and then we're gonna have to wait quite a while for a cour 2 to air, but, it's better to wait than, have bad production and just an absolute trash season. So I think we can all agree it's better wait, but it's crazy to think that we're already halfway through this anime season, and it's just been such a blast. It has literally been a blast. It's been such a fun time, and I've been having such a fun time talking about Mushoku Tensei week by week, because it's a really good fantasy story. But let's get into something that is, really funny, and probably one of the big reasons why you clicked on this video, like the meat of the video, and that is that there is a trailer that came out for the upcoming episode, which I'll talk about in just a second, but also we have a lot of memes and community interaction that's been building up thanks to the latest episode, episode 5, for clarification, like this episode, the previous episode that came out last weekend. There's been a lot of memes that's been building up, and I kind of want to talk about that because I think it's legitimately funny. And so if you're unaware, don't worry, I'm going to inform you. So basically, as we all know, at the end of episode 5, the latest episode we got until the one comes out this weekend, we got to meet Sylphie, which is being known as Fitz at the moment, and it's very clear that, Rudy is unaware that Fitz is Sylphie. And at the end of the episode, we had this very brief little beautiful scene, so to speak, and Rudy starts to blush. He starts to get, like, this very high sexual energy, so to speak, with Fitz in that moment, and it's very clear that, Sylphie knows who Rudy is, and not telling Rudy, and Rudy has no idea who Fitz is, for instance, aka Sylphie, and it's just very obvious from the dynamic that Rudy is gaining feelings for Fitz, and it's like, he's probably saying, wait, so you're telling me I'm gonna be into guys, and it's pretty funny just how his character is developing and how he's probably thinking that, because I want to let you in on a little secret. In this part in the light novel, Rudy does basically say that in his mind. He's like, oh, so I'm starting to get attracted to guys. It's pretty funny, and I have to laugh. Like, the community interaction, like, just seeing anime onlys coming in and seeing this scene, it's like, wait a minute, is Rudy, like, gaining attraction for Fitz, and under the impression that Fitz is a guy? That's funny. Like, legit, that's so funny. The man's like, oh my goodness, like, it just, yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. The community has been having a blast with it, just Rudy basically having feelings for Fitz, aka Sylphie, and let's actually talk about that one a little bit deeper before I go into the trailer discussion. Basically, the whole point of, Rudy obviously not knowing who Sylphie is, there's a lot of things going on there, a lot of meaning, and I'm not going to get too heavily deep into that because of spoilers. But the point of the matter is, it's obviously kind of exactly very similar to how Rudy met Sylphie in the first place. If anyone remembers, at the beginning of Season 1, Rudy, he didn't realize that, Sylphie was a girl. Not when he first met her, when they were both, children, kids. And that basically showcased that, he still was interacting with Sylphie under the impression Sylphie was a dude. And now that we have them a little bit older, it's that exact same plot point coming back up again. And it's pretty funny by the way it's being used. And it's like, it makes a lot of sense why Rudy isn't able to recognize who Sylphie is. And I know a lot of people are going to give him crap for it. But we got to remember, yes, it's very obvious because of character design and all of that. Yeah, it's very apparent. But remember, a lot of years have passed. Years. Literal years have passed between, like, when he saw Sylphie as a kid and, her now as Fitz. I mean, a lot's changed with her. Even though she obviously doesn't have the body of a woman, technically, you can see that she's very flat-chested and all that. Her hair color has, changed. It's no longer green. She's hiding her eyes. I mean, she goes by a different name, and she's a lot taller. So just everything about it, it's very clear that, Rudy a lot's happened since then. He might be a little bit forgetful. He might, not know everything about Sylphie because a lot has changed. And obviously, if he's looking for Sylphie, he's going to be looking for someone with, green hair. So just like, there's a lot going on between the dynamic. And I just, I can't wait to see how it's progressing or how it progresses within the anime of Mushoku Tensei. But enough with that. Let's get into the actual trailer. So we had the trailer, a brief little teaser trailer come out for the upcoming episode. And legitimately, it's going to be It's gonna be fun. Like, this is legitimately gonna be a fun episode, because it's gonna be focusing on one of my personal favorite characters of, like, the story as, like, a support character. You know, we get to see Zenoba kind of take front line and center within this episode with a little bit of, you know, Elena in this episode as well. But we get to see the figures pop up again, which was a big element of around episode 17-16 of Mushoku Tensei Season 1. And basically, Zenoba is a big figure fan, as we found out. And I love the character. I loved his voice actor. I loved his very presentation, how he was when he was introduced. And seeing him again and hanging out with Rudy, it's really nice. It's like Rudy has a guy friend to be able to hang out around the same age, as similar interests like him. I like that. And I love Zenoba as a character, and it's probably going to be a very fun episode because of it. I mean, the voice acting is going to probably be absolutely incredible because of, you know, what's going to be happening within it. Now, there's going to be some controversial things that are going to be happening within this episode. I mean, it's very obvious by just these frames you could see, and I can't wait to see how people are going to say, like, you know, I guess Shield Hero is a fraud because, you know, copied or something. I'm definitely going to see those type of discussions. I want to see a lot of people mention that, but I want to leave it at that for now. But yeah, I really like this final frame as well with Sylphie. Very cute, very adorable, and just like I said, I can't wait. I'm excited for the upcoming episode. I've been having so much fun talking about Mushoku Tensei, and I think everybody can really see that. It's been a good time. But okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do leave me a like. It does help me out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that, be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.